our problem says negative, absolute value -5 plus 1. So we're going to bring our negative down, and then when you pull a number out of an absolute value, it's always positive. Then you bring down your plus 1. So then it gives us -5 plus 1 equals -4. For the next equation, we have 5, 6 plus parentheses, -3 parentheses. What we're going to do here, there are several ways you can work this problem out. The one I'm going to use is I'm going to convert the -3 into a fraction. I'm putting it over 1. Then the common denominator would be 6. I won't have to change this one, so I'm going to bring it down. This one, I'm going to multiply the top and bottom by 6, and that will give me -18 over 6. Then I'm going to subtract -18 and 5, which gives me -13 over 6. The next equation is 4 minus -5/8 minus 13/12. What we first have to do is find the common denominator between all three. So if this is 4 over 1, this is -5/8 minus 13 over 12, the common denominator that all three is 24. So we're going to multiply this one by 2, this one by 3, and this one by 24. Then we're going to get 96 over 24 minus -15 over 24 minus 26 over 24. Now we're going to work with the signs. Negative and a negative makes it a positive. Minus 26 over 24. Next, we're going to add 96 plus 15 and subtract 26, which gives us 85 over 24. For our next equation, we're going to look at these two first. We're going to multiply them. Negative times negative is a positive. 5 times 1 is 5. X times x, when we multiply, we add the exponents, gives us x squared. Then we're going to bring down our last one and multiply it. So 5 times 3 is 15. X squared times x squared is x to the 4th. On this equation, we're going to do similar to the one before. So we're going to start with these two. 4 times 1 is 4. Positive times negative is negative. Y times y, we're multiplying, so we're adding the exponents. Then we're going to bring down and multiply with the last number. Negative times negative is positive. 4 times 2 is 8. Y squared When dividing fractions, we use a method that I taught in class called keep, change, flip. So we have keep, change, flip. So we're going to keep the 4/7, change the division to multiplication, and flip 3/14 to 14 over 3. Then you're going to multiply across. 4 times 14 is 96. 7 times 3 is 21. Let's scratch that. 9, it's 56. Doing math in my head here. So 4 times 14 is 56 over 21. And this can reduce to 8 over 3 by dividing each by 7. Your final answer is 8 over 3. On this next equation, we're going to distribute the -2 to each item in the parentheses. So -2 times r, -2r, -2 times 5, -10. Next one, we're going to use the distributive property as well. 2 times c is 2c. 2 times 12 is positive 24. Then bring down our -4. Bring down our positive 2c. Now we're going to combine like terms. 2c plus 2c is 4c. Positive 24 minus 4 is positive 20. On the next word problem, it gives us the formula of w equals 1.9 parentheses a plus b plus c. In A, it asks us to use the distributive property to write the given formula without parentheses. We're going to do it just like we did before, and we're going to distribute 1.9 to A, to B, and to C. So 1.9 times A is 1.9A. Then you have plus 1.9 times B, and then plus 1.9c. Now B asks us to plug in 132 for A, 91 for B, and 85 for C. So we're going to bring our formula down, and then instead of putting A, we're going to replace it with the number that's A equals. Then plus, bring down our 1.9 again. Instead of B, we're going to replace it with 91 plus 1.9. Instead of C, we're going to substitute it for 85. And then you will work this out. And our answer is 585.2, but it asks us to round to the nearest pound. And since 0.2 is less than 5, we're going to round it to 585 pounds. On our next problem, it says, spin a spinner numbered 1 through 8. So our spinner is numbered 1 through 8. And it says you land on a number less than 3. There are two numbers on that spinner less than 3. So our bottom number is going to be the total number on the spinner, which is 8. And our top number is going to be the numbers less than 3, which is 2. That then reduces. 2 will go into 2 1 times. 2 will go into 8 4 times. So 1 out of 4 times. Our next one tells us a jewelry box contains 2 gold rings and 6 silver rings. What are the odds of drawing a gold ring from a jewelry box? So you have 1 to 3 odds.